Hello folks, welcome back to the channel. My name is Joel Duggan and we're on the Citadel server looking at a map of Westhill, which is my medieval town build, about 2.5 years old now. And we are going to be working, I think, down here in this area. I think I want to maybe work on this river a bit. I want to maybe finish up that bridge, finish up the textural on the road, and kind of bop around. I want to look at the keep a little bit and see what I might want to do as far as creating new towers and stuff. I think we might expand out the back a little bit here. But I think the other thing too is going to be to do some things outside the town so that when I look back at the town, I will know kind of what I think I need in the keep. And I'm going to need food and rockets before I do anything else. Hey, there's Cosmic. How's it going? Good to see you, Dan. Kel, of course, hanging out in the chat as usual. I think I need to make more of these. Yeah, I need to make more carrots. And I need to make more rockets. Rockets are easy. And carrots are a little bit more work. Need to go find some more carrots. Getting low. Not doing too bad, Kel. Had some busy life stuff happening this morning. Just chores and phone calls and all the kind of stuff that just eats up your morning off, you know? But playing Minecraft now, so can't complain, right? So we've got a pretty good view of the keep coming in this south road here. It's framed very nicely. This is actually part of the south gate, and this is the keep. Although it looks like it's part of the same thing. I mean, I guess it's attached to the keep in a way. You can see where it separates there. There's the actual keep. I feel like what I'd like to do is remove this brown piece here and replace it with more stone and more castle-like shapes. I don't think I won't like this pitched roof here. We already have a pitched roof on the main hall, and so I want to kind of go beyond that. You can see this river has not been touched, so there's not much going on there. We also have this space out here. I think that's a decent bridge. I might cut this back a little bit. This hill might get cut back a little bit to make this look a little bit cooler. We have the opportunity here that it might be worth it to widen the river just a little bit. But I think I like this bridge where it is. And I don't know, I don't think I like these steps going up and down. I think it might be worth it to just have this all be one level. And then just have 2 steps like right here. Give us a better vantage point maybe. You'll be able to see more of this, which is nice because you'll be up higher. That's probably a good thing to do too. Oh look, a lead salesman. Yes, right, Cal, yeah. What do you have today? Bees. Amethyst block. Calcite. Snow block. Amethyst, calcite, and snow. Where'd you go? Oh, you're dark. Okay. Must be a thunder shower. Yep. Can I request so many amethyst block, please? Sure. I think I've got a few. Bunch of creepers over here. I don't want these guys to explode. I'm glad they don't blow up around the wandering trader. Anybody else? I think we're good. That just by 3? What just happened there? Oh, that's annoying. The interface on the Wandering Trader, even, I mean, I don't think it's just the data pack. I think the interface on the Wandering Trader is kind of dumb anyway. Don't care about Steven's head. As you can see, that's not the first time that that's happened. I think some of those heads I bought on purpose. You saw nothing. I need to go get some more emeralds too, it looks like. Elan Jenkins, hello. See, over here, the outside, I think we're going to have like a graveyard right here, because it's pretty easy to tune this up and make it look nice, I think. And we might have to finish up a little bit more of that road. But I would like to have that bridge, I think, finished as far as the view goes, and then we can do something simple along the banks here. But then from over here, if we look back at the keep, you can't see it at all. And I'd like to be able to at least kind of get a glimpse of a tower or two. So we're going to need to make that... How tall is that? Well, we won't have to go too much taller, but I want to get... I want to be able to see a peak kind of like up in this area. So we need to make it quite a bit taller. I'm going to say probably about 20 or 30 blocks taller. Be my guess. You can see some of it there, but then the main hall kind of disappears after that. And again, just the top of it there. So imagine something much more distinct. Yeah, I'd say probably about 20 or 30 blocks. The hard part is going to be figuring out how to integrate all of that into the existing keep. Now from the front, it's not so bad because a lot of the stuff out the front here is a lot lower. So once you get to the west of the main gate, you can see the keep. You can even see the gate, the front gate there of the keep. But I think I need to do something. I'd like to make it at least maybe even a different color. I don't know if I'm going to go so far as to change it into like calcite or something, but I really want to try and create like a lighter color. Maybe I'll do more andesite with it or something. I'll have to see. And then of course we need to figure out this bridge, and we have to connect this river up as we go farther north. But I think today we'll grab our stone and maybe we'll focus on finishing up this bridge and this road here that we started last time. I do like to try and stay on the same sort of area, stream to stream if I can. So I'm basically going to need like all the stone blocks and landscaping blocks that I normally use, I think. Plus a couple of spare shulkers for all the things we're going to dig up. Minecraft Melly, good to see you. Hope you're having a good day. All right, so I feel like I've got some essentials in here. Yeah, I don't need those in there. I need another coarse dirt box, I guess. And dye. We'll bring the coarse dirt too. We'll bring the landscaping one. I don't think we'll need that right away. We'll need to bring dirt and grass and moss because we're not going to be working in a taiga biome, which is fantastic. I have to eat some of this dirt though. Yes, there's a new TCC. It is out right now. We talked about Picard Season 3 so far. We recorded it earlier in the month, so we'd only seen the first 3 episodes, I think, or 4 episodes. I think maybe 4 episodes. I don't think we're going to need any spruce. Don't think we're going to need any of that. Don't think I'll need any of that. I might bring this just for the furnaces in case we want those. Bring a stack of gravel just in case. Archeo Plays, rating with a party of 9. Thanks so much, Archeo Plays. Really appreciate the support and the raid. Hope you're having a fantastic day. For folks who don't know, Archeo Plays was on the Spawn Chunks with us a few months ago, and they also have a Twitch channel here that they do lots of Minecraft streaming on. I think that's all we need. Clara coming in with the Archeo Plays raid. Welcome in, Clara. What were we up to on stream today, Archeo Plays? Also, very curious to know your thoughts on how Mojang spells archaeology. Because my spell check gets tripped up every time. Excavating a desert pyramid like archaeologists would. Oh, very cool. That would be an interesting watch. So I guess I should set up shop a lot closer to home. And let's put... I think I'm going to end up shaving down this hill. So let's set up like over here. Cobblestone, andesite. Nope. Backwards. Really? Should I even look? Nope. I don't want to listen to his honking for the next 45 minutes. I remember there was a hole over here somewhere. Ah, yes. We should fill that in, as a matter of fact. All right, I think we are good to go. Archaeology with an A is how it was spelled originally, but in the 1960s, a couple of archaeologists, Binford and Schiffer, created processualism, which basically argued that you could learn anything and everything about a group of people by what they left behind, which was also a push to make archaeology more of a hard science and less of a social science. And to mark their new theory approach, they changed the spelling of archaeology. No A? Really? I thought it was an American-Canadian thing. That seems like an awful... what's the word I'm looking for? Pretentious thing to do? But processualism has long been proven to be problematic, and when people started arguing against it, they put the A back in to protest. So archaeology no A means you like Binford and Schiffer. If you're an archaeologist, normal people get a pass. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. The reason why we spell it the way we do in all the show notes and the titles for the spawn chunks is because that's how Mojang spells it, and we want to show up on search engines on like YouTube and stuff. So that's why it's spelled the way that it is for us. So we're taking all this down, and I think we're also going to move this out a bit too. Yeah, this seems like it doesn't need to be here. I don't want to lose where I've got the road, so I'll cut it out square for now. I don't remember what this thing was supposed to be marking. Maybe just the way south, I don't really recall. Right, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then sure. All right, so from here, I'll grab some coarse dirt. It's a very pedantic thing. Yeah, no, that makes sense. I would agree. All right, so this road I think is going to go out and it's going to turn to the east a little bit and head over kind of in this direction. You can see where I've got another torch out there. So I think the thing to do for now would be to figure out just how far we want to take it. And I'd say it's probably going to start turning about there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'd say that seems about right. And then now we can just get rid of all this. And then we can just kind of mirror what we were doing on the other side here. We'll probably go past this by 2. And we might have to rethink that a little bit. I don't know how big the road is going to be going south. Thanks for the lurk, Cosmic. Much appreciated. I know you're very busy. Always nice. I think maybe pull that back by a little bit. Oh, I messed up. I went the full way. I thought it looked a little bit funny. There's something very simple about doing roads. It's once you kind of establish your pattern and you know what you're doing, it can be quite cathartic. Just you definitely feel like you're shaping the landscape when you start adding roads to a place when there otherwise would not be one. So I'm not worried too much about what it looks like right now. I just kind of want to get a feeling for it's going to go off in that direction. It might end up being a little bit more organic looking. It's kind of a perfect curve right now. But the main thing that I wanted is to make sure that we have at least a little bit of a straightaway here so that as you're approaching the bridge, you're kind of still looking at the town, but then you've got like a nice big straightaway here that you can kind of like get a good feeling for what the bridge is like. And the cool thing is that we can design about a quarter of the bridge or a third of the bridge, and then we can mirror that. So it's really not going to be that hard, I don't think, to get the bridge designed. And we're going to need lots of slabs, I think. Probably going to do mostly stone bricks for now, and then we'll work in the texture later. So I like the idea of having an arch here. Obviously this is going to be changed to something with more of a stair look to it. Unless that's going to have slabs on it. That feels pretty good. I feel like that would make sense. And then here, I'm going to venture that we're probably going to have a lot of mossy bits. I don't know if I'm going to try and push something a little bit different here. It might be cool to have a slightly different look to the top of this. Have to see. Because other bridges we've done in the area, I think I've only ever done 2 outside the town. Well, there's this one here, of course. And we used mostly stone brick on that one. This one is a little bit more of a footbridge, so it's a lot more subtle. There's no supports underneath it. And then this one down here has like a funny asymmetrical look. It's much higher and flimsier looking. So I guess the closest that we've got is probably this one here. There's no other need for bridges elsewhere. I also have to think about whether or not I want this to have like a railing or something. 5, 6, 7, that's good. I sort of like that idea. Oh, we also have the bridge in the town. The main bridge here. And that's pretty sturdy looking. I like the use of the chiseled stone brick there. I like the layers on that too. I might have to work a little bit into that. Hmm. Could even come down a little bit lower, maybe. That looks pretty good. We'll fix the other textures behind it. Although that's not quite what I was hoping it would look like. I was hoping it might be a little bit trimmer. Maybe we need to pull these back. Yeah. Might have to change the scale of some of this. I like the idea of the edge being smooth here. And all one size. I don't think I like the layers. And if we're going to cross it, do I want it to be this wide? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Yeah, I don't think I want it to be any more narrow. All done for the day. Thanks for the lurk and the unlurk. Appreciate it, Cosmic. Yeah, I think we might have to go with 2 by 2 on the pillars. And then maybe have this whole thing be the right distance. Oh, that's wrong though. Maybe that'll work. Arch is a little bit steeper. Gives us more texture opportunities for sure. Yeah, I think that's what I'm looking for. I'm okay with this one not having a lot of depth on the actual bridges because I was looking at some bridges online, and I feel like a lot of the stone bridges are very smooth. Like they don't have a lot of relief happening back and forth this way. It's usually like one straight line. Trying to find some images online quickly. Let's look at bridges. I have a few. I think it's this one, maybe. So many buttons, I forget what they do. Chrome website properties. I wish that Streamlabs would just clue in that you want your active window to be the one that pops up. Every time you reload the program, you have to reselect what browser window you want. It's really, really dumb. So like, here's a good example. It's not as tall as the one that we're working on, but see how straight everything is along the edges here? Like it's all one sort of piece. I like that look. There's another one that's very similar, although it has some stuff that sticks out, but I feel like there was one more that I liked. Yeah, this one is also very similar to what I think I might be going for. Not so much of a peak, but just like we're going to go straight across. So maybe I just have to rethink a little bit in terms of the archways. Although I guess that looks pretty round, doesn't it? Not too bad. One of those big red buttons, don't press it. Sorry, I missed something. I don't know, maybe we have to... The edge of this might have to be less stocky than I originally planned. Because I like what's going on here in the middle. Oh, so many buttons, yeah. Yeah, I guess this could be a little bit smaller. Don't mind the look of that. I guess if we... What does this look like if we carve this off? Yeah, you know, it doesn't look too bad. If anything, we could have something that looks like it's not attached at all. Like maybe we could have a separate thing over here. That's actually not bad. I think I like that better. I'll let this idea sink for a little bit, but I think we'll move the rest of these. I like this so far, I think. And we can make this look obviously like weathered and like it's been here a while later. I just want to get the natural form in. Gonna tighten up the way that it connects over here too, which is gonna be neat. It's important just not to be tied to, you know, the ideas that you have at first. Let's just take some of this out here. Whoops. Let's see how that looks. Chunky in a good way? Yeah, me too. I like it. I feel that. So we may want to have at least a little bit of a change underneath it. I feel like that might be too much. So when we come to this side, maybe we'll have like a slight arc inside the bridge so that when we do the underside of it, it has a little bit more interest in being super flat. Although I imagine they probably all look the same. Funny how it actually got wider in a certain way. That goes there. These go to there. And then this gets removed. So I'm thinking with 9, no, more than 9. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, it is 9. I want to say we'll do 3, 1, 2, 3. And then this will change. And we'll see what this looks like in the middle to be just like half a block difference. Maybe we have to go with slabs. Hard to say. Hard to say. We could also make it look different by having like bushes and things underneath there too. Yeah, I don't mind that. Maybe we can help it along a little bit more by changing this one and this one to a slab. And then removing the middle 3. So it creates like an arch going the other way. So like there's the arch this way on this face, but then there's an arch going across that way. That could be fun. At a certain size, like it just starts to get too chunky or too repetitive. Too repetitive, I think, is probably the issue that I'm seeing. But then again, like we're also dealing with the fact that I've not put in the texture yet, which is also a thing we'll have to change. I guess I could probably just make more right here. Whilst you're making bridges, remind me to come to you again and help with those bridges I made near the portals at the World Center. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that'll be fun to do too. Yeah, I like the way, I like this. It feels like you can still, see, this is the thing. I want to make sure that you could still get a boat down this. So we're going to probably change the width of it on one side or the other. I feel like, I feel like I might have straightened out the river a little bit here, but I think we can probably trim it over there and have this side be in the water as well. And if we work together, you need to remember to bring your pink pants. Stairs. Go. Yeah, I think that's starting to look pretty good. I wonder if we could even have a little angle here. Probably better to overlap it. So here we might have to get a little bit more inventive with the way that the road narrows. We might want to match this up with this. I like the idea of the bridge deck being a different kind of texture. And we did this with a bunch of other roads, specifically the bridge texture on the main bridge here. It's mostly stone with like slight brick and andesite accents. I did this somewhere else too. Can't remember where. It was one of these roads. Oh, I think it was behind the west gate here. How mad would you be if I made the bridges out of glazed terracotta? Hey, if it looks good, it looks good. I think if you're going to make any kind of pink bridge, you should wait until 1.20 drops, because then you could hang cherry blossom flowers from it. That's looking pretty good. Now that we're looking at it from the air. I think I do like the little towers, maybe. Not that that still couldn't have one of these, I guess. Break time when you're ready, says Cosmic. Thank you very much. Looks very straight and boring from the top, but we will remedy that. Maybe because we've got 3 opportunities here, I should design this one a little bit different when I come back so we can see what it looks like with a bit of a rim on it. And we'll go from there. And then I'll decide which one I like better. I think I'm probably going to like this better. I think what we'll probably end up doing is some of the visual examples that I showed in the clip. They've got different color stone under the arches. And we might be able to get away with that here if we made this all. It has to be stairs and slabs, so we could maybe do it. It's hard though because of Minecraft and its weird corners. So we might not be able to do the whole thing. Yeah, that might be tricky. Would be nice though. We'll run into some issues up here. We may have to do something like a full slab or something. We'll figure it out. Oh yeah, we can always give it a shot. Yeah, there's well, and like I said, one of the cool things about doing any kind of thing that has a pattern on it is you've got the opportunity to build each arch differently the first time, decide the one that you want, and then take that design and apply it across everything else. So as per usual, I take a break once an hour. It's that time. Thanks for the reminder, Cosmic. And we'll be back in 5 or 6 minutes. Grab a stretch, grab a snack, grab a friend. See you in just a few. The other thing that we can do is add some depth with like some bushes and vines growing up the side of the bridge. So if we feel like it doesn't have enough depth on its own. That looks so cool in the distance though. Love it. Although I think if we're going to be out this far, it might be worth bringing our bow around with us. Wilder than you are. Thanks very much for the compliments on the spawn chunks. I'm glad you like it. Do you listen to the Citadel Cafe as well, or just spawn chunks? I think the zombie's already caught on fire. That's how you do it, kids. That's how you do it. Right. I think we have enough stuff. Yeah. Let's try the same thing. Just a block back to see if that looks good. If anybody wants to clip that. Cosmic, do you still have clipping capabilities? Don't know. I guess I should really think about what we're going to be doing on the bottom of the river here before I get too carried away down here. So it was solid block and then a slab, not a full block. You do and you will. Thank you very much, Cosmic. Appreciate it. Because I'm not a PvP, nor am I a PvE guy. So I'll take that win where I can get it. All right. So we've done this one. Oh, no. It changed a little bit. Oh, that's the deck. So that can't change. That means that it has to change here. I don't like that. Solid. Guess we just do a single stair and slabs, maybe? This is going to present problems with the idea of creating a different color brick on the bottom of the arch, so this might not be quite the best way to do this. But like I said, we might as well try it a few different ways and then decide which one we like. Because then we could look at the things that are right next to each other. Well, that's ugly. Immediately. Immediately no. Right? Like, that doesn't look good at all. Restart. Yikes. Alright, well, that was worth a shot, I guess. I mean, we're already going to have the texture change underneath. We're going to be able to see the bridge of the deck of the bridge. It's one of those situations where I almost want a beacon. I know I don't really need one, but I almost want one. That was interesting. What if we did full blocks every other block? That might look okay too. We are probably going to have to build this bank back up again. I think I'm probably going to put the bottom of this in the river. Maybe not the whole thing, but certainly a couple pieces of it here. A couple blocks, I should say. Yeah, that feels definitely passable. I think I might want to put the river on both sides of this guy here. So we're probably going to cut away a good chunk of this in order to get this to work, because I think we have to get rid of a lot of this. Two, three. Oh, I need some more stuff. Oh man, yeah, the frustration of trying to bob around in the water with Elytra is a pain in the butt. That's good. We need more slabs. Makes note to drive a boat underneath those arches a few times. I mean, it's not a sailboat because there's no sails in Minecraft. So I guess it's like you would row a boat, maybe? Take a boat? Use a boat. But a drive would not be the right the right way to say it, no, I don't think. Yeah, that's interesting. That might be a decent alternative if what we're looking for with the different colors doesn't work out. Like that has a little bit more of an interesting, I guess, appeal to it. Yeah, I like that, I think, out of the three of them. This is pretty cool, though. So here, maybe we'll try andesite along the bottom of the arches. Yeah, look at that reference material again. Yeah, it goes the whole way. Say boat. More maximum Canadian. Hey, you can't argue with me. Not only am I Canadian, but I live in the Maritimes. Like, I'm surrounded by water. If anybody knows how to pronounce it, it's me. Oh, I need some andesite. Are you angry at me? Or are you just kind of in the way? I'm just kind of in the way. I'll take the free string, though. Or not. Demonic Collie, hello. Welcome in. Need more andesites. Not slabs, but stairs. All right, so the middle one is not quite done. And let's give ourselves something to stand on here. So if we wanted to create andesite, like a different color all along the arch, start with the stuff that we know we have to change. And then we'd have to do these three. I think probably that my issue is that my arch is too big. It's too tall. And we'd have to do these two here. And then maybe this one here. It's not the end of the world. It's not my favorite because I feel it leaves this too thin. We look at the examples. I feel like the bridge deck is thicker than any of these. Yeah, there's more room between the top of the arch and the deck of the bridge. In some cases, not all. That's a really pretty one. A lot of work if you want to make that in Minecraft, that's for sure. Let's just do a search for more ideas. That's really cool. A little bit not quite for what we want, but that's a cool example too. The platforms at the bottom, interesting. I don't think I quite want to go that way. Because if we connected these, I think it's going to look kind of funny. It's so hard up close. You kind of have to figure out what it's going to look like from farther away. Oh, I definitely need more mossy blocks. That's for sure. Yeah. Yeah. You lose the arch if you connect them that way. So if we did this, we would probably stop it here. And I don't think it has the same effect We could try it with less kind of overlap, but I don't think that's going to look very good either. It's not awful, but it's not the best. Yeah, I think if we attempted something like that, the solution would be to go much lower. Probably, maybe not much lower, but we definitely have to drop this. And change the height of the arch. And if we did that, I don't think I'd be using andesite. If we did this, I'd use something like smooth stone. Will I add a troll? No, I don't like the kind of static idea of things like that in Minecraft. It would be cool to add something under there, but I'm not sure what. In terms of just like some mystery or something. What was I looking for? Looking for smooth stone. I mean, this could end up being a lot more simple than I thought. If this ends up looking good. Whoops. And it does not look good. And we can't do stairs with them. The only other idea I have would be to try polished andesite. But yeah, that's too bright. So I've gone too far the other way. Got polished andesite. I just need the stairs slabs. I think it's less about the polished, it's less about the texture, and for me it's more about the fact that I'm losing the shape that I wanted. I do get a little bit bored with how often I have to use stone brick and all the related stone brick textures, you know? Big head face, hello. That's not terrible. Not terrible. And that's far too square. Maybe we can switch the stairs around. Nope. Don't think it would look good with holes in it, but we'll try it. I don't think that'll work. No. All right. I think we just kind of go with my original idea and we'll try to figure out another way to make it look a little bit more interesting. I do like that idea with the platforms though. The little stone platforms, that's kind of cool. I don't think we really have the room to do that because there's no like half block that sticks out horizontally like that. What could we do that could make that sort of look that way? The platform would be like right here. I guess we could put another stair there. In a different color, maybe like smooth, regular stone. This is where you look at all the gray blocks in Minecraft again. Yeah, at this point, I kind of know, I kind of have them all pretty closely memorized. I just don't, there we go. It's a little strange. I think it just, we'd have to maybe put that in our brains for a slightly bigger bridge. It's not terrible. It's not completely terrible. It's different. That's what I think it gets brownie points for being different. What if we then replace these ones immediately with cobble mixed in? Because we could use that geometric break to kind of separate things out a bit. Oh, that doesn't look good at all. Yeah, I don't know. Aldebar, hello, hello. We're having a good day. Yeah, it's just not quite what I was hoping for. Okay, I think the next thing to do is going to be to actually adjust the river. And that way we can know what to do with the bottom of all this. So I feel like the river gets weirdly narrow right here. It's also very straight. So I feel like it would be more natural if the river came in here. And on this side, we're only 2 blocks away from the edge. So maybe in here we'll do 3. We'll say 1, 2, 3. I like being endgame. Can you imagine how long this would take if this is like one of the first things you were building in your Minecraft world? Like, it would take eons. And if that's going to be out that far, it's not going to be out this far the whole way. So we've got, let's do 1 there. Where's the, yeah. Oh, no, I wanted to change that. Pixel Riffs coming in with a raid. Holy smokes. Thanks so much, Pix. Were you playing Minecraft, working on the castle, or were you doing Elden Ring stuff on stream? Thanks so much for the massive raid. Holy smokes. Yep, Castle Day. Cool. How'd it go? How did that work out for you? We'll fly over to a vantage point so y'all can see what we're up to here. We'll shoot you a work in progress picture in Discord. Yeah, sure. Yeah, absolutely. That'd be fantastic. That would be great. Welcome in, folks. If you are new, I mean, you probably know who I am through Pixel Riffs, but I do the Spawn Chunks, of course, with Pixel Riffs every Monday. There's a new episode out right now, came out yesterday, and there's a new episode of the Citadel Cafe out today. We talked about Picard, myself, and Alistair McFly. Right now, we're working on this bridge just to the south. Again, it was one of those things where when you come out the east gate, I wanted things that were within view to be finished. So we're not going to do anything beyond that point. I just need everything to the other side of that river to be done. Just because I feel it felt kind of weird to have it be not finished. So we're just doing like a pretty sturdy looking bridge. We're taking some inspiration from some Pinterest stuff. I also had, I think, another page open too. Blondie said, what? 25 tier 1 subs. Holy smokes. Thank you so much. Let's pop over and look at my medieval fantasy bridges. Yeah, we were looking at stuff like this one and stuff like, where was it? This one here. Is not too bad. So between these two, we were kind of taking inspiration and trying to figure out what else we could do. And we tried changing some colors down there, and it really doesn't look very good. Nursing Geek with 100 bits. Elad Jenkins with 100 bits. I believe that that is a hype train. It is level 5 already. Thank you again so much, Blondie Said What, for that amazing sub bomb. And again, Pixelrevs, thanks for sending over your peeps. Appreciate it. I hope everyone's enjoyed the spawn chunks the last little while. We've had some really good discussions on the show. But to give you guys a closer look at what we're doing here, there we go. You can sort of see, I just want that nice sturdy kind of triple arch. But you can see where we try to change the colors and it just didn't work. So right now we're reshaping the river to go underneath both or all three arches a little bit. And then I think I need to just remove all of this. And then we'll just redo the edge here. Like I said, this river felt a little bit straight, so we're going to have to tweak it a little bit. Cosmic Dancer gifted a tier 1 sub to Elan Jenkins. Thanks so much, Cosmic. Sleep time. 31% through level 5 on that hype train with 3.5 minutes to go. If you'd like to participate, it's 100 bits, a prime sub or tier 1 sub. And any prime or tier 1 sub, as well as Patreon, get you access to my Discord server. As well as supporting the Citadel Cafe. There's a couple different ways that you can do that. Patreon is definitely the more economical way for folks that are tightening their entertainment budgets in 2023. Clay. I should have brought... All right, let's go empty this grass shulker box because I know we're going to run into issues here. Plus, while we're flying over this way, you can take a look at the current keep that I have versus the castle that Pixelriffs is building. And I think Pix has sent me some images, so just give me 1 second here. I'll pop those up too. Grass. Is this full? I hope it's not full. Oh, very close to being full. All right, well, I think we need to call this, what's this? This is grass 2. Just call this grass. I think the house jewels may be a little bit too much. We can just call this grass 1. And now I need a new shulker box. Bits hype from Sandy. Thanks very much. 100 bits coming in from SweetSandi. And let me just grab these images. Oh, cool. I'm going to open this in my browser. Y'all can take a look. So this is what Pix was building on stream. So all the castle structure is what we got done on the stream. Shot includes the finished cliff plateau that we've been talking about on the spawn chunks for the last little while too. Nice. It looks like this is maybe the front of the castle, if I was to guess. And it looks like some kind of back door, or maybe this is the front. I feel like this is, given the image that Johnny showed on the spawn chunks on Monday, with a looming facade of a place from Elden Ring, I feel like this is probably the front. Johnny, you can correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, that looks great. That's gonna be huge, dude. My gosh. It's a good thing you do a lot of like off-camera building and recording and stuff, because if I was to be doing that, like, my gosh, I would be another year. No, NP Beans, you're right. It is massive. I agree. I want... Level 4, picks how to run. Cool. Yeah, I'll touch base with them later. Looks very cool. And thank you to everybody that's come over and is sticking around. Even if you have to leave a lurk, I know that if you've been watching Pixelriffs for a while, you probably need a break from the computer. But if you wouldn't mind leaving a lurk out, it will really help us here on the channel. We are trying to grow the channel. If you want to refresh and watch on twitch.tv/JoelDuggan, that would be also really helpful. Costs you nothing to just kind of hang out and let the thing run in the background. Something we were talking about earlier was my castle keep is this right here. And I want to change it. I don't like any of the brown stuff that you're looking at. It really needs to be taller because over here coming in, you're very close to it and you're very close to the city and you really can't see it. And I want my castle to be something that you see kind of like up like that. So the keep is going to be changing into something a little bit more ornate, I think. And the good news is we do have some room at the back here. So as we get down in here, you can see the new gradient that I want to try and do with like mud and smooth basalt and stuff. So I think all of this is going to change into this darker color. And I think we also have room to kind of come out this way. And what's nice about this is that we also have this entire south lawn that's got nothing on it. So you can see on the map, like all of this is empty. So I could take this and kind of push this out a little bit. Maybe move this tower out a full like 9 or 10 blocks. So that could be kind of fun to mess around with that. But to give you kind of idea of where we are in the city, we're working on this bridge over here, and then everything else in the town is over here. So I'm kind of on the eastern edge of my build, kind of finishing off the edge of it. All right, so we need to get from here around to there. That should not be too terribly hard. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's cut this back here. So we've got 2 there, 3 there. Actually, let's go back by, yeah, 2, 3, 2, go 2 again. And then here we'll do, try to get this so it looks like a nice curve. We're close, not as far off as I thought. Oh, I see what I need to do. So we've got 2, 3, 2, 2, 1. We need to go 2 the other way. And then smooth it out. And there's one part that's offset here. That's pretty good. I might turn this a little bit quicker. So we got 2, 2, 2. bring this back here. That's a little bit better. Have you thought about using the Iron Islands castle from Game of Thrones for inspiration? No. I've seen Game of Thrones, and I mean, I think that's cool. This is going to be a little bit smaller in terms of like that kind of scale. I know what you mean, though. They're very vertical. So I've got the scale of everything else around it right now to consider, so that's usually my sticking point. Whoops. All right, let's count this again. So we've got 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2. Let's see if that. Yeah, I think we could probably cut out this part here wider. So three, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 2, and back down to 1. I think I'm probably gonna have to build some of this back up again anyway. Oh yeah, the map is Zero's mini map. I think I've talked about it a little bit on the Spawn Chunks. And yes, there is a list of mods. I think it's just bang Joel's mods is the command. It's a spreadsheet for both data packs and the mods that we're using. The coarse dirt slab data pack will stop working as of 1.19.4, I think, or it might already not be working. I can't seem to craft anymore. I can use it, but I can't seem to craft anymore because the part of it's a texture pack and part of it's a data pack. Icarus Doodles, thanks for the lurk. Appreciate it. And thank you everyone for the new follows. I'm glad that everybody is enjoying the stream and felt that following after coming over from Pixarus was the thing they wanted to do. We're almost there. It's got some weird chunks in it though. And of course it starts to rain. Did that work? I think that almost worked. This is dark enough to be a thunder shower, I think. Hey, hey, called it. Bad guys everywhere. It just rains like every 15 minutes on the server. It drives me nuts. We got a sharpshooter achievement a little while ago. There's another creeper over here, I think. Does anybody know if your arrows get more momentum if you're flying? Like, do you do more damage if you've got a flying arrow on the go? Oh, I missed. But I didn't die. That would have been anticlimactic. Yes, they do? Okay, cool. I feel like I probably should have known that, but whatever. He was dying anyway. All right, let's just replace some of this dirt with grass so I can easily see what I'm doing. Still feel like it should be kind of cutting over more. Let's do, I think, another bit here. We're going to have to do something custom with this cliff, I think. A new hot guy in training. I did get a kick out of Scar's little gag this season. Thought that was pretty fun. All right, now we're starting to get. You see how I wanted to smooth this out so it felt a little bit more natural. But here's the trick. See where we've got 2 and then 2 and then 1 and then 2 again and then 1 again? That's generally not what you want. Generally you want to have them consistently ascending or descending so it looks nice and smooth. And I'd say that's pretty good. The only thing I might want to change is maybe taking one of these a little bit longer. Yep, cool. All right, so now we know how the river is approaching the side of the bridge on this side. And we can hollow out the river later. I'm gonna scoop out the river by the bridge, but I don't have to do the whole thing right now. Just as far as a bridge design goes, I do want to know kind of where all this stuff is going to go. I hope I brought enough shulker boxes. I probably didn't. I guess I don't really need the coarse dirt on me right this minute. Let's put some of this back too. That was wrong. So we'll need a little bit of grass and probably just a single bit of coarse dirt. That should help. You have enough shulker boxes. I don't know. I was watching Xumavoid make a shulker box farm. I don't know why I thought if I was going to make a shulker box farm or a shulker farm, I was going to make it in the overworld. He made his in the end. It makes total sense to put it in the end. I'm not sure why I thought it would be That's something I'd have to build out here in the overworld. All right, so I like the way that this is curving here, and I think I like the way that it comes out the other side. So really it's just a matter of making sure this side is okay, and I feel like it's not bad. It's just the depth that we have to worry about. Maybe I've been doing that wrong. Hold on. Yeah, so that's not bad, but I want to connect that a little bit more smoothly, I guess, to that point over there. 2, so 3, 3. Nope. Keep on going up in 2, probably. More break, yes. We'll be taking another break very shortly. I think that works pretty well. Doesn't quite be like make it even, but that's fine. And then how I think that rivers in general are usually, this is deeper than normal. 58, 59. This is probably 58 again. I think 59 is probably a decent place to start as the deepest point. And that gives us a chance, I think, to maybe transition down a bit, so we can go from here. This is 60. And it goes down 2 more or 1 more? 1 more. So what I've been doing, I've been trying to design and decorate the riverbeds only near bridges and other vantage points where you can actually see them. So anytime that I'm not going to necessarily decorate the river way over there, but I was certainly going to decorate the river here because you're going to be, able to walk across this bridge, and look down and see what's down there. Especially like here where like you can see it without looking over the railing too tightly. I'm not crazy about that little step, but well, having the river look how you want it help get the bridge the way you want it. Yeah, so all I'm doing here is just thinking about not decorating, but I just want to get this. I want to get the scoop of the river, so I want to know how deep it's going to be, right? And I think that's a decent depth right there. It's not too crazy. We might even go 1 higher than that, and then just kind of get like that kind of scoop, because then I know how far I have to build down the supports. And after that's done, then it's just a matter of filling in all the stuff. So if you're coming in from Pixel Rift's channel, you may or may not know that I take a break once an hour, and it's about that time now. I've been streaming for another hour. This is my 2nd hour and 2nd break. I step away for 5 or 6 minutes. I usually encourage you to do the same. You can grab a stretch, drink, snack, whatever, and we'll be back in just a little bit. Thanks for the reminder for the VOD channel plug, Cosmic. Appreciate that. That's definitely something that I hope people will check out, is Joel Duggan VODs on YouTube. Creeper sitting right on the bridge. Can we get him from here? Oh, it's close. Oh well. So, I think this is looking pretty good. We're going to do some texture changes, I think. And then we're going to tackle the road situation. Anybody else? Just free string. I think that's everything. How did I miss? For all the sharp shooting earlier. That was embarrassing. So usually, after I've done something like this, it's pretty straightforward to get the lay of the land, because then I just take the coarse dirt and create a layer along the edge underwater. And that gives us kind of like the pattern that we follow in order to get the river farther dug out. And then we just follow the pattern. Nailed it first try. Sort of, maybe. Not really. Oh, out of coarse dirt. That would help. Can I clip that one too, the spider miss? Maybe. There's nothing stopping you. I may delete it later and deny its existence, but, you know, for now you could be happy. Alright, so then this just continues along. This is 60, so I'm going to go down one more in this terrible, we've got water sources that make you go into swim mode even if you don't want them to situation. Lots of free sand. So we may be able to come back in and build some of this back up. So I might even leave some of this stone here so that we can come back in here later. You can see the river was already pretty deep, just as Minecraft had designed it, so or I guess how the algorithm had spawned it. But it'll take a little while to dig it out down the rest of the way. But for now, I just want to get the bridge area sorted. Oops. Right, so that's a little... Yeah, it's a little on the steep side, so I think I might push this out a little bit. Like that, I guess. And that way we only have to worry about one level on this side. Whoops. Now on this side, I definitely want it to be lower. We're going more towards the middle of the river. I don't think I have any potions of water breathing left. I think I used them all. Pretty sure. We've been covering the bottom of the rivers with coarse dirt where we can. I like the idea of maybe having a rock, like a boulder that maybe the bridge has been put on top of for support, since it's already here. I guess we really didn't think too much about this side, did we? I feel like I might have already done this. It looks pretty smooth. I'd say I've taken a crack at that. So we'll just assume that I have, and we'll put in coarse dirt along here. If you wanted to help digging the other side out, you could help off stream. Cool. No, appreciate that. I should be okay, but I have to see what needs to be done first. One of the things that I was thinking about doing, sometimes I want to stream later at night than I normally do, but I've got neighbors and I want to be respectful of, you know, streaming and talking late at night. My voice carries, you know, in an apartment building. And so I was thinking maybe for like one of these, like, you have to dig out an entire river streams, I could do like a silent stream or something where I could chat with everybody via text, but I wouldn't be talking. I would turn the Minecraft sound up, and I would probably throw in some music to be like on all the time in the background. Honestly, I would probably just throw on the Minecraft soundtrack. Probably be the easiest thing to do. fund Joel's future house stream? What? I missed something. For Joel's house. 1,000 bits. Thanks, Fazu Battlecaster. That's amazing. I'm sort of cluing in. So you don't have to live in an apartment. Oh. Well, thank you. Yes, the plan is to, hopefully in the next couple of years, I'd like to move into a house. That's my next kind of big life plan. But as with anything these days, it's a little tricky. So I've got to, I am in the process of figuring out what that needs to look like. So people should know that I absolutely am saving. And so the support that I get from streams, 100% comes in and gets, a portion of it always gets put away towards something like a house or other future investments in the stream too. Like sometimes I buy gear, you know, like it's new to me. The used Sony A6100 that we now use for the Lego streams, that I bought that with the support that kind folks like Fazu Battlecaster have been giving, so I very much appreciate it. Yeah, it's difficult, especially in Canada right now, to purchase a home as a single home buyer and as a self-employed single home buyer. There's definitely some hurdles. It's not as simple as getting a letter from your employer because you are your own employer. So that becomes a little bit tricky. I want to do a bit more building this stream, so I don't want to spend the whole time cutting out the bottom of this thing. Alright, so if we go down there, we'll have another, I say probably 2 blocks of coarse dirt at this stage. So this side of the river is going to be a little bit higher than the other. And then I think maybe we'll have, as we've done here, we'll have this come out to there maybe. And then we can replace some of this stuff here. So there's that footprint there. And that's that footprint there. So that gives us kind of like the base points where the bridge is going to touch the riverbed. And what's nice about it is that it's a little asymmetrical. So like this touches at a different height there. And if we want to, we could maybe make this a little bit different here, but I think that's probably pretty good. We'll leave it like that. We can add rocks or something to make it a little bit more interesting. In Germany, they don't even let you rent stuff if you're a freelancer. How do you live if you're a freelancer in Germany then? How do you afford housing if you can't rent stuff? To rent stuff here in Canada, all you need is a good credit check and probably a reference from your previous landlord, would be my guess. Oh, so much. Can I make... I've got enough gravel out here. I can actually make some coarse dirt. Because I think I'm out. Via the partner. Oh, yeah. No, that makes sense. Yeah. Buying a house these days is difficult. The prices for houses are just going sky high. Yeah, the problem here is a combination of housing going up in the region considerably with COVID. It caught up to the rest of Canada. It wasn't grotesquely out of sync with reality. It was just out of sync with the rest of Canada. The problem, of course, is that it also it came at a time where like income did not increase, and then the interest rates went up. So right now the problem is that to get approved for a mortgage, your it's a much bigger gap in income than it used to be. I wonder if we should just do like some cobblestone bottoms to this, like make it fatter underneath the water, because it feels like it might be a little bit straight. It's a much taller bridge than I had originally planned it to be. No, we're not getting any snow right now. It's about 4 to 6 degrees above zero. It's supposed to be like this all week. We normally get a little bit of snow come into April, but it'll melt like within the week. But I don't know, this year I think we might be done. So this is 4 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. What if we had like a big chunk? Does that look okay? I feel like that actually makes a lot of sense. Yep. I think we'll do that. We'll just grab some extra stuff. If I get dirt, we'll grab dirt, fill it in with dirt. Sheep's Caliber, good to see you. So I'm going to worry about the textures and stuff later. Right now, I just want to get the final form in for everything. Now, do we like these little details there. I feel like it's a little bit busy for me. I'll replace this. We'll go get some other blocks and things. A place down the hill from me sold for 1.2 million, says Kelly, in Aussie dollars recently, and we are not in what's called an up market. Yeah, right now it's still a seller's market in Canada. Like the people that are selling their houses have the advantage over the people that are buying, but I don't know who's buying, because like really you have to have a household income to have like a family home, which I'm not looking for a family home. It's just me. But the vast majority of houses are for people that are, you know, generally looking to like raise a family or whatever. And so houses that are in that kind of square foot, you know, 3 to 4 bedroom kind of range, like you've got to have an income of like household income of like $150,000 or 200. Like it's a lot. And it takes like anyone in kind of like middle income situations completely out of the picture, which is frustrating. There are some things changing this fall, I think. Sorry, this spring. Some things changing this spring with regards to some of the rules and regulations and stuff about how people are applying for mortgages. So I don't know exactly how that might change. But for now, I'm not looking until probably next spring. Because again, like the farther we get away from that kind of COVID bump when all the pricing changes happened, I think the better. For me, anyway. Slab there. These have got to go and become stone. And these have got to change too. So that's one way we could do the underside. Having an arch here on the edge, but then having like a little arch happening along there, which I do kind of like. Corporations are buying as much as they can. Yeah, that could be true too. And I guess if you're, you know, someone that's retiring and you just want to sell your home, then you don't really care who buys it. But I guess that's something that that people could be wary of as a seller. You know, like someone that's selling their house could be just like, well, I want to sell it to, but I don't want to sell it to just anyone. I don't want to sell it to a corporation. I guess it all depends on how much money people are looking to make. Yeah, I don't think I like those so much. I can't think of a third way to do this other than just like having it go straight across, which I'm pretty sure I don't want to do. Man, where would we be without pick block? Where would we be without pick block? Yeah, I like these little details, like that kind of shadow I think is cool. Probably the easiest way to go about this. I don't like this, but maybe we can do something halfway. That's not terrible, you know. What do you think? Do we like the natural stone in the middle? got my first ever gifted sub, and it was for this channel. So here I am. Also, I've come across legit picky sellers in my line of work. Oh, cool. That's good to know. My sister, when she bought her home with her husband 3 years ago, they had to write a letter because they were in a big competition to win it, and they had to like persuade them with like a letter of, you know, we'd like to really raise our family here and all this kind of almost like applying for a job. Like, here, let me apply for the privilege of paying you a lot of money. It's strange to me. I don't know very much about the housing market. I've only just got a realtor myself and started to learn and all that kind of stuff. I really don't know very much. So there's a slightly different take. That's not too bad either. I'm definitely done with floating around in the water though. Oh my gosh. Like, I just want to be able to jump and walk like a normal Minecraft player. I don't know. I think I kind of like the... I mean, we'll do like cracked bricks and like textures and stuff. But no pick block is the Dark Ages. I agree. The only thing I don't like about this is that it makes it look lighter underneath, whereas I like that being a little bit darker. We're going to have probably some bushes and stuff through here anyway. Try to smooth this out a little bit. Whoops. I guess I could get my bucket and fill in the water so it's not so annoying and flowing all the time. The Nookie is saying I was shocked what a normal income is in the United States. Yep. I think most people would be shocked at Canada as well in terms of average income. Something's going to have to give because people that have average jobs and average incomes are just not going to be able to afford to live. And so something somewhere is going to have to change. Because you can't squeeze blood from a stone, right? Like when corporations keep on charging, like, just sooner or later there's just not going to be any people left that can afford stuff. This is not going to go as I planned. Never remember how to fix this. I think you just do dirt from the bottom. Almost got it. I was like, I didn't hear a skeleton anywhere. That was close. Thanks for the haircut. What am I looking at? A sign that says, because breathing underwater is important, apparently. Aw, thank you. And they're gone. Poof. Just like magic. Yep. Same in Scotland at the moment. Cost of living has been skyrocketing since COVID. Yeah. Yeah, and I think that there's going to have to be some sort of, change. I mean, it's going to get worse before it gets better, I think. I think that unfortunately governments are going to have to be forced by the populace to do something. Yeah, I like that. This one feels smaller because we've got more earth kind of piled up next to it, but it's not the end of the world. I like having a little bit of tuff in the pillar as well, so we can do a lot, I think, with these taller ones. Get rid of this now too. Oh, come on. It's not so much the breathing underwater, it's the stupid water current sources that force you into swim mode when you haven't pressed the button. It's a really bad game mechanic. I'm not sure why it's in the game. Sneds the Bricklayer, thanks very much for the follow. Appreciate it. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool for the basic shape. So we'll do the same thing on the other side. Make sure it's symmetrical. And then I want to tackle a little bit of this road. That all looks good. This all looks good. Oh, I gotta do the floor of the riverbed, I guess. I think I like the idea of this being cobble more than I like the idea of a natural stone here. Yeah. Alright, well, since Cosmic dropped off the water breathing potions, I feel like we should at least grab one and get the coarse dirt done at the bottom. Equal parts gremlin and equal parts good server mate. I don't know. I think there's more good than evil. Well, I guess there shouldn't really be any evil. It's more good than mischief, I guess would be the better way to put it. See that right there? The water going down and forcing you down into the crawling, swimming position is awful. Right there. That's what I'm talking about. And it happens regardless of whether you've got Elytra on as well. It's not just an Elytra thing. And the only way to get rid of it is to put your feet down on the solid ground. And if you're not close to it, then it's a real pain. See? It makes you misplace blocks. Drives me crazy. Or you just swim up against it and then you can't move. Sometimes you wonder, you know, how long have I been playing this game? Why can I not seem to navigate around? And you're just like, no, no, it's the game. It's not me. There's definitely something up. So I'll just leave it here for now with a straight edge just so I can see very clearly where I leave off, right? Nice. That takes care of that, at least that immediate portion of the riverbed. So you can kind of see the landscape and the architecture that we're dealing with. And then as we move forward with stuff, we'll be able to hopefully decorate this a little bit more. I think I'm going to change these into slabs for now. We're going to have to figure out where to put some lights out here too, because it is dark. Very, very dark out here. Actually, that was kind of a cool look. A little angled slab like that. Not terrible. I have a reputation to uphold. I don't know about that. Famous or infamous? Cool. So we're obviously going to have the brick road continue for a little bit. I think the next thing I want to do, just before we wrap up, is take a look and see what this would look and feel like if we didn't drop down at all. So we're just going to remove a chunk here. And I'm just going to go straight across. To there. 2, 2, 1, 2, 1. So if I was to raise the road up like this, yeah, I think I like the look of that better. It does make it kind of tall, but we could also raise up the dirt a little bit there too. I think I like the feeling of coming off of this flat and then coming up here to 2 stairs rather than coming over here, going down 4 and then back up 2. What do you guys think? Do you like the left side going down here and then back up again, or do you like the simpler? I guess it does make this feel a little bit steep. The cool thing is about being up here is that you can see more of this as you're coming along, which is nice. The raise makes more sense to you? I guess you should clarify. One would technically be the south side and the north side, but the higher side. I could do more details on the raised one, yeah, because the raised one is not slabs. The raised one is full blocks. So this would be full blocks, slabs, and then full blocks again. So there'd be more texture options on this too. If I do this though, I feel like we have to take this up at least this high. And even then, we might want to go I feel like there has to be at least some grass. The only problem with doing that I have to deal with like dirt sides. Although we've got moss that we can use out here too. It's like if we didn't like the look of this a certain way, then we could have some of it be mossy. Ella loves Cheez-Its. Hello, hello. Good to see you again. Hope you're having a good day. Yeah, I feel like some of the steeper sections covered in bushes and things could be cool. The rest of it, I feel like we could just do normal sort of grass stuff. Yeah, it gets a little bit steep as it gets closer to the river, but not by a lot. Couple spots where it has to get steep, but that's not the end of the world. Yeah, I feel like this way you can still see the grass, you know, by raising things up. You're not walking on what looks like a sheer edge. Like, it's steep, but it's not like crazy. And then, of course, we'll also have all of this will be shaved back too. No problem, Cosmic. Just give me a second. So some of this might actually be involving making the river not as deep in some places, but because what did we say it was? It was like 59 or something over there, and this is like 57. So we may or may not leave it as deep like that, but we'll have to see. Let's back up a little bit here. Yeah, I mean, it's raining and gross right now, but still not too shabby compared to what we started with, which was very, very bleak. Cool, thanks, Cosmic. Yeah. It is dark enough with the lights on. This has to be a thunderstorm. We just don't realize it because it hasn't done any thunder. Nope. So dark that the lights have come on. I mean, they're always on, but like it looks like they're on, you know? See, look, just 1, 2, almost 6 stacks of sand just from cleaning out the river. More than that. More than 6 stacks of sand. And dirt is full. I'm going to have to go on like a shulker box hunt before I actually end up making a shulker box farm, I think. I mean, I'm not going to take the time to make a shulker box farm before I finish Westhill, but still. All right, the only final decision I think on the underside of the bridge is whether we like the natural stone or not. And I need sunlight, I think, before I can really make that decision. So let's raise this other side, I guess. You can offer me not only a break, but I think I'm going to end up raiding somebody here just shortly. I just want to kind of get these last little bits in so that when I take some screenshots, it's going to look okay. One of the challenges I think in my weekday streams is to try to get each thing to like a certain stage of completeness or doneness, I guess. Yeah, situations like this, we'd probably just fill some of that in. This is one of the more frustrating things about Minecraft when it's raining like this and there's nothing you can do. And it's what's this, the 5th time it's rained so far? Not including the times that it's rained when I've been on my breaks. Like it's a lot. And the little grass tip would look good as a great flower grove in the road. I think the idea there was that it was going to be a road to the eventual whatchamacallit, graveyard. Because the graveyard, I want to put an entrance here and an entrance right there. This will be an entrance too. Not sure. There's lots of options. We also have spots like this where I can put some of this dirt that I'm collecting. Rather than having to fill up my shulker boxes, I could just start filling up some of these dumb little holes. There was like a lava hole over here at some point very early on. I can't remember when we filled it in. Whenever I'm mass filling in places like this, it reminds me of my work in the modern city. Speaking of, I've been watching a YouTuber that's a Canadian architect that builds cities in Minecraft based on like real architectural techniques and stuff, and it's really cool. It's Alpine One, I want to say. It's like a yellow mountain, a yellow and black mountain logo is their channel, if I'm remembering that right. Looks like we can finally sleep. Hopefully there's no baddies around. I didn't hear anybody. Alpine One, I believe. Yes. I think that's right, Cosmic. They have things like building an apartment, building a city, building roads. I think the last one I watched was called 16 Tips to Build 16 Ideas to Build in Your City or something like that. It was pretty cool. Stone bricks. That's the one? Perfect. And I mentioned it to Pixel Riffs as well. They're pretty cool creator. All right. I think I'm going to go with all brick underneath. I don't think I like the look of the smooth stone. I can try andesite, but I don't think I have very much of that on me. That's that part. That part's done. This needs the change here in the middle. Good. And then we'll move these. Right. So aside from the texture, I would say that is what we're probably going to fill out. It is quite repetitive right now because of all the stone bricks. So one thing we could do is change what the deck part is made of and keep all these stone bricks. But, you know, and we can do some things, maybe like creating some crests or hanging some wood, or there's some things we could do to help it look a little bit different. I may end up switching these around. It might look a little bit more interesting that way. I mean, maybe we don't have to do them all the same. Maybe we just have the middle ones out like that. That's actually a little bit of a neat idea too. We'll have to see what we can come up with. Especially if I could then do something like with this one. Oh no, that doesn't look good. Sometimes simple is the best. Anyway, I think that's probably a good spot to leave it off. So hopefully you've enjoyed today's stream, kind of like the first pass on how I approach a build like this. Kind of get the form in, get the landscaping done, and so now you know what your parameters are that you're going to be building within. And then after that, you can start to hone in with textures and effects and, you know, all that kind of stuff. The next thing we're going to be doing, I think, on this build will be sorting out the basic materials, like, you know, what's the top deck going to be made of? We've already got some cobblestone going on down there, so we'll probably end up doing a lot of mossy stuff down here. We'll bring the mossy bricks up the side. The cool thing is that we've got both mossy bricks and slabs and stairs, so we can probably do quite a lot on the underside of this to make it look not so boring and not so monotone. So that should be kind of cool. And then on the top part on the deck, I think we can do some andesite and stuff like that up there too. So should be pretty cool. If you want to hang around, we're going to send you along to somebody else playing Minecraft. And my survey says that who's live? I think Megabyte's just chatting. We can maybe send people along to Acrylic 51, I guess. They look like they're doing some Minecraft stuff. And we'll keep an eye on that just in case there's a big shift over at Megabyte's spot. But we can point you also towards the SpawnChunks.com and the CitadelCafe.com. Both have brand new free podcasts out. They are out now. You can listen to those for free. We talked about the 1.19.4 release on SpawnChunks. We talked about Picard Season 3 on the Citadel Cafe. Lots of fun. Thank you so much to everyone that supported today. The sub bomb, the gifted sub that I missed, I think, a little while ago. The bits and the housing fund, Fazu. I really appreciate both the comment, the joke, and of course the amazing support. Big thanks to Cosmic Dancer for doing the modding. I think Dan was here earlier on as well, and I really appreciate it all. I do this for my job, so if you want more of it, then tell your friends. The more eyeballs, then statistically, the better that it will go. So bring in more people the next time that you want to come and watch me live. Right now, I'm streaming every day at 1 o'clock Atlantic. That's UTC minus 3 hours, except for Mondays, because Mondays is when I record the Spawn Chunks. So I'll be back tomorrow. That's Wednesday, and I will see you then. Bye for now.